welcome back to TNN's coverage of the world's 9 best fantasy football players league. I'm Danny Football, filling in one last time for your host, and this is what we have for you this week. Week 17 and the championship and toilet bowl all wrapped up, and we have a new champion and a new toilet bowl loser. Congratulations to the SWAT team on their 4th championship, and to Blood, Sweat, and Beers on their first toilet bowl. I'd also like to point out, cannot let this slide, that last week picking, I did beat Miguel. Miguel, the first guest to ever go over in a single week, 0 for 4. Truly a historic performance. And now we send it over to the commissioner for a final message on the season. Hey everyone, Commissioner Tucc here. Congratulations everyone on a great 2023 season, 4th season of the league, and I think we're, starting to look pretty strong as a league. A lot of big developments this year. We changed scoring, had a lot of big trades go down. I'm very excited to see how the league progresses from here, because I feel like we're at the point where it's a mature league. We have some teams that are contending, some teams that are trying to rebuild. Should be a good cycle of teams going forward. Obviously, big news. I'm here to congratulate the SWAT team on their 4th consecutive championship. Truly a historic performance. They went out there and, put up the biggest performance of the week. Tough fought battle with Team M Vanek. So congratulations to Team M Vanek. Really great season from them. And, going from last all the way up to in the championship game is certainly something to be commended. Great performance from them. I am wearing, of course, the all black. I changed the undershirt, as you can see, black undershirt now. Truly embracing being in my villain era. 4 in a row is something I do not think is going to be touched in this league for probably a very long time. And I think I'm going to do my best, undefeated Miami Dolphins celebrate whenever someone does not touch the 4 straight record. And I'm going to enjoy this for a very, very long time. Moving on to a couple administrative matters for the league. We now have the draft order officially set. We're going from Blood, Sweat, and Beers up at number 1 all the way down to the SWAT team at 12. The big question hanging over everyone's heads was how that 5th place game between the Bandits and the Judon Noodles is going to be determined. Apparently, Grayson and Timmy came up with some kind of betting system where I don't know exactly how it was going to work. They explained it to me. They both lost the first week, lost everything, and then they decided to bet on punters week 2, and congratulations to the Judon Noodles for locking up the 7th overall pick in the draft. That is going to be shipped off to some other team, but, still great to have that slightly better draft positioning for the later rounds. Big thing everyone, of course, is always looking forward to is the payouts for the season, and we'll flash those up on the screen over here. We have, obviously, the buy-in back for the division winners. It is a little change this year because now we have 3 division winners instead of 2, but everyone's still getting their buy-in back if they've won the division. So congratulations to SWAT, Judon Noodles, and Team M Vanek, all $50 back. A Hammond throw in the 3rd place game as the winner, also getting their buy-in back of $50. And then I had to do a slight alteration of the payout structure. Usually it's the 70-20-10, but now that we have the 3 division winners, it would make the 3rd place person get slightly less than their buy-in back if I did that. So I decided to just make it flat buy-in back for the 3rd place game, and I took the $5 difference out of the 1st place prize pool. So slightly less money for the SWAT team, but final payout structure will flash up there. Quick editor's note, since the commissioner forgot to mention this earlier. Brett still never paid the $50 buy-in, so his $50 will have to be paid directly to Visconti for winning that 3rd place game. And then, of course, obviously we have the survivor pool money still outstanding that is not included in these totals. Anxiously waiting the results of that. Great season, everyone. Been great from the editing team. Of course, just like in years past, I'm sure people are going to have lots of recommendations, things they'd like to change about the rules of the league. Of course, I will always be collecting those. I'm sure we will vote on those a little bit closer to draft time, so that way when we are inevitably voting on tight end premium again, whoever's in like the 5 to 7 spots in the draft, people who may be looking at Brock Bowers will know to vote in favor this time. League's going to be shut down for a little bit, just like always. I want to obviously give people a break after a very long, successful season. Once, we start to get a little more movement after the NFL draft, probably open the league back up. I'd say expect about normal timetable. We'll do the draft probably late July, early August, if I had to guess. And yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a great offseason. I hope everyone enjoys the NFL playoffs, and looking forward to a great year 5. Big year for the league. Going to be a very historic champion next year. TNN reached out to all league members to see if they had any messages to include in the season wrap-up. Here are all the responses that we received. And thank you all for a great season. 4th year of TNN. It's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to seeing how it all shakes out next year. I'm Danny Football, and this has been TNN.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell.
What's up, everyone? Dean Blandino from Fox Sports. NFL regular season coming to a close, and that means fantasy football is at its end. Championships were won and lost. Dreams were made and crushed. And this is a message to the world's 9 best fantasy players. The 9 best in all of the world in one league. I mean, how lucky is that? You would think that maybe at best you could get 2 of the world's best fantasy football players in the same league, but to have all 9, the top 9 in one league, it's incredible. And this message is from Team FKA, Bart Harley, Jarvis Landry, and this is a season wrap-up. Congrats. We got to start off with the shout-out to the dynasty. You think about some of the great dynasties in sports, the Montreal Canadiens in the 50s and 60s, the UCLA men's basketball team winning, 8 consecutive titles, whatever it was, insane. The 70s had the Steelers, the 80s had the Niners, the 90s had the Cowboys, the 2000s and 2010s had the Patriots. Now we've got the Chiefs. But this dynasty trumps all of those. SWAT, S-W-A-T-T, the double T at the end. SWAT team, 4 straight titles. 4. Think about how hard it is to win 1. And SWAT team has gone out and won 4. Has swatted the competition, pun intended. 4 straight titles. Also the commissioner, though. So I don't know. There might be a little bit of corruption there. There might be some shady business. I might have to look into, if we win a 5th title, if SWAT team goes out and wins 5 titles, I think I'm gonna start an inquiry and start to look at maybe some shady business that's going on, because this is getting ridiculous. Team M. Vanek went to the runner-up from last to 2nd. Now that's not as sexy as going last to 1st. It's a great story. You were on that trajectory to go last to 1st, but you came up short. You came up 2nd, and ultimately no one's going to remember that you went from last to 2nd to runner-up to the best loser. They want last to 1st. So if you're going to be remembered, you got to go from last to 1st, and now you were 2nd. So, there's no story if you win it all next year. You went from runner-up to champion. That's not great. So you got to come in last next year, and then 2 years from now win a championship. So that's all I'm asking. Blood, Sweat, and Beers lost the toilet bowl and will run the beer mile. I cannot wait. I don't know what your beer mile consists of, but I want to see it. I love it. Drinking a beer every tenth of a mile, every quarter of a mile? Is it, what is it? I love the beer mile. I love that punishment. And but last but certainly not least, SWAT team, you're a dynasty. I can't deny it. But I'm on the Bandits train. I am on the bandwagon, the Bandits bandwagon. Despite the playoff upset, that's my squad. Need to nerf sacks, and let's go. Let's have a great 2024. Happy New Year, and we'll see you for the 2024 fantasy football season. And keep watching us on Fox Sports.